Alright, target individuals and non-target individuals. I want to make this quick video real quick. The last one I made, I didn't get a chance to really actually tell everything about the mind control, especially the torching part. Let me go ahead and begin. Mainly the torturing is about attacking the body, especially the stomach and the legs. On the leg part, you can feel some crawling sensation going on in your leg. This technology has the ability to block memories. It has the ability to stimulate the brain, especially on your left hand side, where I think is your left side is where you have all your emotion and you know, your sexual thoughts and all that. They can actually mess with a man gentle by stimulating the brain, trying to keep the man from, you know, enjoying pleasure with his spouse. These are some of the attacks that have been done on the body. They can make you urine. What else they can do? They can make you cough, choke on your food, I mean, these are the hidden things that are done to the body. You know what I'm saying? And if they can get away with death, you know what I'm saying? You know, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna rule it out natural causes. So I'm trying to describe now. Not only I'm telling you from what I'm experiencing, you can find these documentations, you know what I'm saying, if you do your research. So the control consists of constant 24/7 voice to the skull in a crazy control way. I gave you details on how the control works, how they read your thoughts and track all your movements. They watch you 24/7 and they learn you. They learn everything you do, and then they turn around and try to control you. And here's the part where it seems like this is the Antichrist, because after a while, after they you know what I'm saying, bug you 24/7, after they bug you for a while, you know what I'm saying, then the voice comes along and try to get you to surrender. The voice comes along and then asks you, are you ready? You know what I'm saying? Then if you say no, then the torture start back up again. And so we talking about penetration to the skin, and you can really actually feel the pain now. When the signal hits you, it hits you hard, it hits your stomach. You know, those are the main parts. You know, they try to attack. Sometimes they put sometimes they send a sensation on your ears, piercing your ears, and just like they put pressure on it and really make it hurt. You'll notice a lot of times when you try to figure out things and put things on your head, like, you know, they come up with all these lunar hats and all different types of material for electromagnetic shielding. You try to put that stuff in your head, you gonna know, because when they increase because see, they can increase the signal. You know what I'm saying? I've done all that and tried all that. You know what I'm saying? And at one time I put some stuff in my head and they increased that signal so high, I'm talking about that hurt. So I mean, it was obvious, you know what I'm saying, that some type of technology was being used. You know what I'm saying, beaming down to the on the skull. So I wanted to let you know the extreme torture that's been done around the clock to the mind, to the body. Now with me, now I'm gonna tell you another thing. Do not trust these voices, because they trick you. Because it's been times where because sometimes you're going to just go ahead and you know what I'm saying, do what you're thinking. Because let me explain something to you. the boxing. You know what I'm saying? They try to trap you into this box. Let me explain this box to you. And what this box is, these are things that you really actually know. You got to go to work. You got to go use the bathroom, and you got to get you a drink of water. You know what I'm saying? We talking about things that you normally, that you have to do. And so what they'll try to do is they'll try to box you into a control to where you got to do it. You know what I'm saying? But here is the part that I missed out on my last video. It's because they want to try to put fear in you, and this is how they do it. And what they'll do is they'll work a control of commands for a while. You know what I'm saying? See if you're gonna obey it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they'll switch the page. Like to give out commands, like they say, sometimes they'll say, do this. Sometimes they say, don't do this. Let me give you an example of don't. This term, I don't know if any one of y'all target individuals have heard this term before used. It's don't utter me. Don't utter. So now the word utter, don't utter, not utter, but other. That's what we really, let me go ahead and pronounce that just right so you can understand what I'm talking about. We're talking about the word other. Now, they use this term when you like walking, when you're in a decision making, like you want to make a left turn, you make a right turn, or you want to pick something up, or you don't want to pick something up. You know what I'm saying? So what they'll do is when you're in this mode of decision making, they'll say don't utter. So, but you got to be smart, because the word other don't describe the specifics, what they really actually mean, whether make a left turn or right turn. You know what I'm saying? So either way you go, either decision that you make. Let's give you an example. Let's say you walking down, you get ready to decide to make a left turn. They might say don't utter. You know what I'm saying? So if you get caught into that zone, thinking, okay, boy, I want to, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and make a left turn. It really don't make no difference which way you turn, because they still gonna come back and say you obeyed me. And then here's the controlling part. They'll say you obey me, so here come a signal. Here come a torture signal to your body. They do that for a while to see if they can drive you to fear. So the next time around, when they use that term utter, they're looking for you to be submissive. See what I'm saying? So this is what I'm talking about. The hypnosis ain't nothing but a mind trick. You know what I'm saying? They know how to twist things into doing and not doing, and make you think that you know what I'm saying, that I'm serious. This is what I call being in a box, because on your job, you know what I'm saying, you gotta go to work. Let's say you're a janitor, and your daily routine is you gotta mop the floor, you gotta sweep the floor, you gotta mop the floor, you got to wipe down windows, you know what I'm saying, you gotta go scrub toilets, you know what I'm saying, you got a series of things to do in your description of duties. So what they'll do is they'll learn everything you have to do. So when you get ready, from the time you hit that door, go clock it. Let's begin. So, I mean, what you gonna do? I mean, you gonna hit that clock. You know what I'm saying? You gotta clock in, because you got to have your job. So how do you get out of that? All right, so you begin your day. You know what I'm saying? Normally, if your job description tells you that you know what I'm saying, that you got to sweep first, then you got to mop. You know what I'm saying? If you got to do things in a certain order, you know what I'm saying? Oh, they really love that. Because when you get ready to start, let's get some gloves on. Let's say you go to the bathroom, and sometime, let's say that you can do your job however you want to do it, and you decide to go to the bathroom and clean up the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about every movement, every thought, saying of control. You know what I'm saying? You go to the bathroom, scrub it. You know what I'm saying? flush it, sweep it, mop it. All these things, you know what I'm saying? So what are you going to do? I mean, you got to go to work. You do what I told you to do in my last video. You do everything in Jesus' name. You go ahead and go to work. You do your job. Don't be afraid, because you're going to walk by faith. That's what you're going to do. You're going to say, I'm not going to be controlled by this system. You know what I'm saying? You're going to do your job. That's the box that I'm talking about. They try to push you. You know what I'm saying? And if you quit your job, you know, that's exactly what they want you to do. So this is what I'm talking about. This type of crazy control supposed to run the target individual crazy. But you got to be smart. You got to outthink it. You got to know your spiritual rights, since this is how they want to come to you in a spiritual way. You need to know your spiritual rights. And you got a right to rebuke anything that's of darkness. You got that right. You know what I'm saying? Because the real God laid before us life and death. And he said, you choose. He said, I wish you choose life. But instead, he give us that choice. Okay? So this controlling system, which consists of constant voice to the skull and torturing to the body. Now, what else can you think of that don't line up to the leading of the Antichrist? I can't think of anything else. Because if you go in the book of Revelation, it talks about the rider of the white horse. What does he go to do? He gets on his horse, he goes out to conquer. What is happening right now? This voice to the skull technology is spread. There's some work done. Some work been done here. And here's another key thing for you target individuals that are being attacked spiritually. The real Jesus Christ already finished his work. He's already gone to the cross for you and I. He had already finished. He said it is finished. So there is no work to be done for you to be saved. That work already been done. So this is something else coming up, because this voice to the skull technology is doing a work. They spreading. They working. Jesus said he's coming in the cloud. He ain't said anything about he's coming to your skull, trying to get you to surrender. He got everything in his word. It's already written. It's already been prepared for us. This is the way. There ain't no other way. Let me give you the process of how you get to the Father. There's only one way to get to Jesus, and that's through his word. And you go through the word to get to Jesus, then you can get to the Father. There ain't no other way. Ain't no other way to go. You can't come in no other way. There's only one way to be saved. The Bible speaks of one salvation, one faith, one gospel, one Son, one Father, one baptism. Now this is the type of real oneness. This is the only way. So, I get hit all the time in my stomach. So you can take some magnets, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes I get some magnets, you know what I'm saying, and put on the body. And I've searched and found out that if you use magnets, you know what I'm saying, they're supposed to, you know what I'm saying, block, or they're supposed to get some of the metals out your body or whatever. But if you start using those magnets, you'll notice your TV will go crazy. Sometimes you see your TV turn different colors like rainbows or whatever. And I've heard a lady talked about this one time in her story, and I tried it, and it sure worked. Cause I was laying in the bed one day, cause I bought these round magnets. I don't have one in here, but I bought these. Yeah, I got one right here. I bought these round magnets, and you can stick these in your ears. You know what I'm saying? You can some to knock down some of the noise. You know what I'm saying? You go and put some stuff in, you might still hear, but it'll muzzle them out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Kind of keep the tension down. You know what I'm saying? Because when you got that constant controlled voice in your ears, in your head, that stuff can get up on your nerves after a while. Anybody can be pushed. So these little bit of small magnets, you can put them in your ears. You know what I'm saying? And keep them in there. One time I was laying down with them in my ears, and all of a sudden I see this streak of rainbow color shoot across my TV. And what I did was I measured the distance of my head with the TV. And I said, oh man, that's a pretty accurate distance. That's a pretty accurate measurement. You know what I'm saying? Because the way I was laying down, and it was really actually almost at the bottom of the screen. So I measured. I said, you know what I'm saying? Light bulbs clicking on. So that tells me that they might probably signals. Well, let me tell you something. The video that I showed you about the signals penetrating through the wall, you can't see this with no naked eye. You need to go get you a night vision camcorder, and you set this up in your room, and you cut all the lights off. You know what I'm saying? And your camera gonna pick up some stuff. You're gonna be surprised of what this camera can pick up. And the video that I showed you proves that. So, you know, while you watching TV, while you at home, thinking that you are in your privacy, you know what I'm saying? All this stuff is happening to the American people, and they don't even know it. That's the kicking part about it. You're being influenced upon this electromagnetic program, and you don't even know it. That's why we're making all these videos to wake people up. Because that video of the signals penetrating out of the wall, that ought to wake you up. That ought to let you know. Because I couldn't see. I'm gonna tell you something. When I bought that camcorder, I'm gonna tell you the reason why I'm buying that camcorder. I bought that camcorder to see if I can record the electrostatic that I experienced in my bed. Because I wanted to see if I could get that on camera, you know what I'm saying, so I can start showing some people some stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, but when I bought that camcorder, I did not know that camcorder was going to pick up signals penetrating out my wall. That was done, well, I can't say it was done by an accident, but it was meant to be. There was nobody but God trying to show me some stuff. So it all happened. To me, it meant to be. And so when I got ready to view the camcorder, thinking I was, you know what I'm saying, see something sparkling from my bed, and what do you know? Balls of energy. I'm seeing, and you can actually, when I play this now, the video clips only shows it in slow motion because I want to make sure that that you really actually see in slow motion how the signals was penetrating on my wall, how it really actually was getting in my skin, and you cannot deny what that proof shows. But if you watch it in real time, you can actually see the ball of energy being used as a weapon. Because in my bedroom, you can see that ball I know it's coming from the sockets. It was coming out of the socket and he curved around my bedpost. You know what I'm saying? Because I was walking around during that time, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, trying to figure things out. Now, I couldn't see this with my naked eye. As a matter of fact, I didn't even know this was going on. You know what I'm saying? I did not know this was going on. I was in the process of checking my bed out. But I was being attacked while I was checking my bed out. You know what I'm saying? I was being attacked and didn't even know it. But when I went back and reviewed my camcorder, I was able to see what was going on inside my house. This black ball of energy looks scary. It looks like it looked like a mini bowling ball that you roll and, you know what I'm saying? That's what it looked like. And you can actually see it used as a weapon, just floating around through my house, you know what I'm saying? Shooting like somebody took a gun and, you know what I'm saying, direct a bullet towards me. I'm serious. Watch the video, because it's true. So, let me see if there's anything else I'm going to cover. This video here is going to be kind of short. Basically wanted to let you know that that we target individuals are suffering from mind control, voice to the skull, weapons used on the body. Weapons used on the body for sure. Because when you start talking to people like, man, this just sounds crazy, this just sounds bizarre, it's true. It is true. And I'm glad I'm able to show my videos, especially about the signal come penetrating out the wall, because after you see that video and you still don't believe, there's something wrong with you. It's either you done join this satanic cult and you against us targeting individuals, or you just flatfoot just wants to be in the darkness. You know what I'm saying? Because there's two sets of people that's upon this earth. You got believers and you got non-believers. You are either one of them. You either gonna believe or you're not gonna believe. So I just want to encourage all the rest of the target individuals to hold on. And this thing gonna be over with after a while, because nothing done upon the sun is forever. Only the word. The word gonna stand forever, but ain't nothing else on this earth ain't gonna stand forever. Everything else is gonna be destroyed and dealt with, and, you know what I'm saying? So we talking about your soul, man. We talking about your soul is worth suffering for. Your soul is worth holding on. You can't give in to this, because when you leave this body, you're going to an eternal place. You know what I'm saying? Don't sell your soul to the devil. Don't do that. All right, here's wifey. It must be time to go. So, you ready, baby?
I need your phone.
Oh, okay.
Lord, you talking like that?
But anyway, it's almost time to go to church. I'm excited about going to church. And you talking individuals, you got to get out of it. Don't get in that mad zone. Go do some stuff with your family. Get out and, you know what I'm saying, enjoy your life. And you got this voice hanging around, you know what I'm saying, it's like it just won't leave you alone. It's tracking you all day, 24/7. Hey, you got to get to a point to where, hey, I'm going to have to get something positive out of this. You know what I'm saying? Let this drive you to the word. Let this make this get you on your knees, get close to God. You know what I'm saying? Have faith in God. Because he's the only one. And God will sometimes allow things happen to you to draw you close to him. So you can look at it so many ways, you know what I'm saying? If you're still living and if you're still breathing, you're blessed. You might be being tortured, but if you're still alive, you ain't in the grave, you know what I'm saying? You ain't burning in hell, you're blessed. Which one would you rather do? Hear the voices all 24/7 a day attacking you in your body, or you ready to go to hell and burn? I think I'll take the voices. So what I'm saying is, it's only bad if you allow it to get bad. The power and control is in your hands. You got the power of the response. Because when they're looking at you and they're reading you, saying they're waiting on you to respond. They're waiting on you to respond negative. They're waiting on you to walk down the road looking all up in the sky, talking to birds and, you know what I'm saying, hollering at cars. And if you look around, I don't know what state you viewing my video from, but look around. Look at some of the people that look like they're gone. Look like somebody talking to them. You know what I'm saying? I've been seeing this way before I experienced it, but now I see now. The government got this program trying to run folks crazy. Think about the movies they're playing about zombies. Why are they showing all this mess? Let me tell you another thing. This movie called The Apocalypse 2, you view this movie because that movie there kind of give you an idea of what this voice to the skull technology is about. If you notice that man put this thing on his head, communicate with folks into their brain. See what I'm saying? The devil call himself, come to the world, clean up. Watch the movie. You'll see what I'm talking about. And when you see this man put on this hat, and this some type of computer hat, and he was able to communicate to folks' brain, you know what I'm saying, from a far distance. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he just didn't know how to take that kind of power. You know what I'm saying? Watch the movie. That movie does describe describe the V2K to the T. And that's exactly what's going on today. They're trying to do away with the phone. They want brain.net.com. Communicate with the brain. I'm going to tell you something. You don't have to talk. You don't have to speak. Because all you have to do is think. And the voices are communicating with you. You don't even have to say not one word. All you got to do is think. You ain't got to rebuke him with your mouth. You can rebuke him with your thoughts. You can think in your mind, I rebuke you right now in the mighty name of Jesus. I will not serve you. I will not obey you. You is not my God. The word is God, and there is no other. There ain't no other word on this earth. There ain't no other God that's on this earth but this Bible right here. This is God on earth. Jesus already came here and done his work. He's gone. He left this for us. So this is the only God right now that's on earth. This is the only real God here. Ain't no other real God here. And this is how we are communicating. This is how we know him. We go through this to get to him. So, watch the movie, Apocalypse 2. Make sure, and it's not going to show it in 1, it's going to show it in 2. What else I got to say? I'm telling you folks, this is real. This ain't no joke. You think I'm making all these videos for nothing? Just sitting up here just telling you a bunch of fibble fumble? No, I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth because the Bible said that in the last days, all these, he said, perilous time is coming. So people are complaining, suffering. It done begun. It done begun. All you got to do now, I'm going to tell you who you need to be watching out for. You need to be watching out what's going on in Israel. Israel will tell the story. Israel will let you know how close we are. Because them God peoples over there. And that's, and you know what I'm saying? That's the center, that's the apple of the eye right now is Israel. What's going on in Israel. The Bible says watch and pray. So you keep your eyes on Israel and see what see what's going on in Israel. So I'm saying, so you can stay on top of things. Because up to you target individual, this is where you need to look at. You need to look at the fact that this is how you get some positive out of it. You need to look at the fact that your eyes have become open. You know what I'm saying? You're not in the darkness. You see something that's going on here. And the only way you're going to know what's up, you get in this word. And the Bible going to lead you to the truth. You don't have to be swimming and trying to figure out what's going on. Get in this word. It tells you what's supposed to happen. And once you get in this word, and with your eyes been open, then you should be all right. You should be able to take this suffering. Take it like a man. You know what I'm saying? Puff up and aim. You get up every day to the war. You're a soldier. Think like a soldier. Believe like a soldier. Fight like a soldier. You know what I'm saying? You're not using this. You're using this. Spiritual war. So you need spiritual weapons to fight a spiritual war. And where your spiritual weapons at? Right here. The main weapon to use is faith. You got to put on the whole armor. The breastplate of righteousness, the helmet of salvation, the shield of faith. That's the whole armor. And when these voices attack you, you attack them back with faith. You say, hey, I trust the word of God. No matter what you say to me, I believe different. I'm going to believe what the word says. The word said no weapon formed against me shall prosper. You stand on that. The word said that no one can separate us from the love of God. You stand on that. Jesus said that he would not by no means reject no one. Jesus also said, if you keep my words, I'm going to keep you when you're being tried. And right now, you target individuals, we are being tried. We're being put to the test to see if we're going to be in. You hold on. Don't give in. You at war. You at war. This ain't no joke. So, you know what? I think I like making these videos. I think I'm going to make some more of them. So, I'm going to leave it with that. And I thank y'all for watching my videos. Thank you.